Hello everyone, I'm Joel Baird, the General Manager of Missoula Community Access Television, inviting you to this very warm March 9th edition of Missoula Live.
And I'm Kim Anderson, a board member on Missoula Community Access Television and Associate Director of Humanities Montana.
And we have a leisurely show for you this day and the next 2 weeks, because there's not 101 guests. There are like 3. Or we'll see, there might be 4 if Francois comes. We would deal with her if she comes. I wanted to tell you some MCAT things before we got started. One thing to know about MCAT is we're in our 25th year of operation.
That's so amazing.
It is kind of shocking. MCAT started well before we started cable casting because people had to come together to convince city officials to create the funding stream that has served us so well hitherto, knock on wood. And that took years and years before MCAT opened its doors in 1990. The first cable cast of MCAT was on April the 22nd, 1990. So 25 years later, we're having an open house on April the 22nd from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. MCAT is located at 500 North Higgins Avenue in the northeast corner of Spruce and Higgins. Maybe we'll have balloons.
Oh, you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know where to go.
You'll hear us.
Yeah. And so we'll have food, we'll have guests of the past, people that were involved in MCAT's history. We'll be live cable casting ever so often between this 4-hour period to invite more people to come down or just to say hello to TV land, such as it is. So you're all invited to come to that.
Come help us celebrate.
Yeah, it'll be free, and there'll be food and beer and wine and whatnot.
A party.
Also, this very Saturday, is it? Yes. It's this very Saturday, that's the graphic of, on MCAT.org you can learn a little more about our 25th anniversary party. And that's what Scott is showing to you. Also, this Saturday is St. Patrick's Parade, not St. Patty's Day, but this Saturday at noon, there will be a St. Patrick's Day Parade on Higgins.
So that's March...
Arrgh.
14th. March 14th.
Is it?
Yeah.
March 14th, this very Saturday. Oh yeah, because we're on for 2 weeks. We missed it, sorry. There will be a parade. It's a pretty good parade at noon, starting right at the very corner I mentioned, northeast corner, Spruce and Higgins. Kitty corner from Warden's, the step off will be at noon. And there'll be some MCAT representatives in the form of the Sentinel High School Media Academy.
Our youth ambassadors.
Right. Our youth ambassadors are going to be wearing T-shirts in their colors. I think it's black and purple. I can't remember. You were a Hellgator?
Purple and gold. No, I was Sentinel.
All right, you know all about
Purple
it.
and gold.
Purple and
Me.
gold.
Yes, it was only 75 years ago. But
They will be wearing those colors. And they're going to form, since I couldn't really get them afloat or anything at such short notice, they're going to be... like a marching band, they're going to be like a camera band.
Oh, cute.
So they'll all have cameras, and they're going to get various angles of the admiring crowd and the scene surrounding them.
I like that.
Yeah, so if you want to cheer them on, and indeed you want to cheer on the day, you can do that Saturday the 12th at noon. Downtown, the parade starts around the 4 X's, kitty quarter from Warden's right outside of MCAT. And then I guess our MCAT training and tour is only 2 days away.
Right. March 11th.
Yeah, March 11th at 5:30 p.m. So you come down here, you can see the edit suites, you can see our marvelous studio that we are cable casting from at this very moment. You can see the cameras MCAT has to offer and learn more about how you could become a public producer or take advantage of MCAT's programs like our Media Assistance Grant Program. So that's all my stuff.
Oh, well, good. Well, it's a lot.
Yeah, right.
And I don't have much. Normally, I like to let people know about possible ways to get money for humanities projects or programs that Humanities Montana is doing. And I don't have any grant deadlines or anything like that. I have a little bit of sad news, which is because we've had so many people come and do incredible programs and projects. Our grants are closed down until August 20th.
Right.
The next grant deadline is August 20th, and that's for media grants, which might be of interest to a lot of MCAT viewers.
Yeah.
So our digital film and media grants are August 20th, as well as regular and major grants. So that's the next deadline.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
And you said you are busy, but behind the scenes. It's not like
Yes,
you're all
there's
up there
lots
just.
going on. Lots of good programs that are
Right.
going to start happening. But first, little busy bees have to get working
Right.
in the office.
And you can learn more about Humanities Montana at humanitiesmontana.org.
Right.
All right, it is time to introduce Dean Thompson.
Finally.
Dean is here representing Missoula Aging Services, and specifically to talk about March, which is Meals on Wheels Month. Dean, welcome. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
Yeah, you know it. Here's Noelle. Or she's just doing something. Oh, she's changing the camera. Okay.
Right,
it's
so
okay.
that you'll be
I thought
on
maybe
camera.
somebody's mic wasn't working.
There we go. There we
Okay.
go. So the whole month of March is a lot of awareness building for Meals on Wheels. And
Exactly.
tell us about things you have planned.
It's the national program, March for Meals, and we try to, first of all, promote awareness about senior hunger and nutrition, as well as the Meals on Wheels program, which is a significant program for Missoula Aging Services and for meeting some of the home-delivered meals, meeting most of the home-delivered meal needs of Missoula County. So we're hoping to raise $100,000, and and we encourage folks to participate by, you can get a pledge sheet either at Missoula Aging Services, 337 Stevens, or you can go right to our website and download a copy to print, and then you can just take that pledge sheet, bug your bug your coworkers and neighbors and stuff, friends and relatives, and just ask them to consider donating. And once you fill up a sheet, or you don't have to fill it up entirely, just bring it into Missoula Aging Services, and at the end of the month we're going to give out prizes for folks who bring those in.
Great.
So and the focus is certainly awareness of what Meals on Wheels does.
That's nice because it's a peer-to-peer way of fundraising. I've always enjoyed that, for different projects like bicycling tours and things like that, where people engage. When I was young, oh my gosh, I did it a lot for walking, where you'd walk for peace and this kind of thing.
Right.
So people can download from
They can
the website?
download the form, the pledge form, or pick it up at Missoula Aging Services. It's easy to download, but if you're not, you don't want to deal with the computer, you can bring it in.
Oh, here's the picture I was telling you. It's really heartwarming.
There's some great pictures on there of a lot of the folks that we serve, and certainly the programs that we have available on the broader
And this is
level.
from the website MissoulaAgingServices.org.
Yes, MissoulaAgingServices.org. And another key component of the month is our Community Champions Day, which is next Monday, the 16th. And that's elected officials, local celebrities, county commissioners, the chief of police are going to deliver meals with many of our drivers who deliver meals regularly.
Oh, neat.
And that's a big benefit as far as public promotion.
Yeah, because the newspapers, they would carry shots of this one or that one, which, the people then at home realize, oh, this program is still going on.
Yeah.
Because I think that's something we suffer from, and it's a great time to do the program in March, because then everyone's sort of out and remembering they have neighbors.
Yeah.
Right.
It's winter time. We're all like, I am in here. I don't know. This old woman lives up the street. I forgot. But the program has so many benefits. You want to talk about, like the wellness checks and the
Absolutely.
social billing?
We over a year we serve 96,000 meals.
Wow.
And we have some 775 clients in that period of time. But we couldn't do it without the drivers. And the drivers are really the big component, their dedication and their care. And they provide that component you're talking about, Joel, with the wellness check.
Yeah.
And, they develop relationships with folks, and they feel an ownership for the people that they help out. And so that wellness check is important for the families of people who are receiving the meals. I think that gives them a sense of relief knowing that their loved ones are being kind of looked in on, and when there might be, and they might notice inconsistencies in their delivery, especially people who have been on it quite a number of years.
Yeah.
So.
And if someone wants to become a driver, volunteer, what do they have to do to take on that role?
Just contact Missoula Aging Services and just ask for our volunteer coordinator, Alicia, and she'll start the process, make sure you get an application. I believe you can also get the application for volunteers on our website. And then she'll let you know what that involves, and then that works its way down to the people in nutrition. And Colleen Kernan is our coordinator of our Meals on Wheels delivery, and she is in charge of the delivery and everything else that goes along with, or the training, excuse me, that goes along with making drivers understand what's needed in order to deliver those meals every day.
And are you always looking for
Yeah, you know, we
volunteers?
always are, and
Yeah.
especially when we're looking for, people sometimes think, oh, I have to commit to 5 days or something like that. You can do it once a month, you can do it once every couple of months. We're looking for substitute drivers, and sometimes people do things seasonally, so we can pretty much fit people in wherever they might
I
need.
think that's great. And I remember growing up, my mother volunteered every other week or something like that. But there were a lot more stay-at-home mothers and things like
Right.
that. People are really busy now, so I'm sure, if you have the flexibility to do it
Yeah.
when you can, that's attractive.
Yeah, I'm always amazed, the time people can give, especially
Yeah.
busy schedules and other commitments. So we're very fortunate in that respect.
Now, if somebody is watching too and they say, well, I want, become a recipient of Meals on Wheels. This actually sounds good. What would they do to get on the program?
They can call us directly at 728-7682. That's Missoula Aging Services. And just ask for somebody in nutrition. We can talk to them about eligibility requirements are usually being at least 60 years of age or over, although we do serve eligible disabled adults who are under 60. And usually primarily homebound or really having difficulty cooking on their own, or they've just been discharged from the hospital, might need it temporarily just to get through a
Well,
tough
that's a good
patch.
point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they have to sign up for life.
No.
If they're having like a hospital thing,
After your back surgery.
right, and they're thinking, well, I need help for the next month. They said, don't lift anything heavy. Or the next
Exactly.
month they
Yeah.
said, don't, whatever. So that people watching should know they could get this help temporarily.
Temporarily, and we deliver Monday through Friday hot meals, but some people don't want to do that whole, sometimes people just feel like, it's too much food, and I can balance that with other nutritional supplemental programs I have, so they might do it 3 days a week or
Wow,
something
so
like
just,
that. So, but they can
Hot meal
also
once in
get,
a while.
excuse me,
No.
they can also get frozen meals on the weekend as well, so
Wow.
since we don't deliver on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So.
Well, people watching that, let's see, do we decide on today's date? The 9th.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's current enough to say, look for that, the Community Champions
Yeah.
Day, March 16th,
Yeah.
in the news to see.
Local
Yeah, well, they'll
celebrities.
learn a little more
Yeah.
about it, and they
Yeah.
could see the local celebrities.
Yeah, we're going to have a big event down there next Monday with everybody at the Providence Center. That's where we do the
Right.
dispatch
Okay,
for
right.
the meals. And so I think it'll be a good turnout and a good representation of the community leaders who go out and deliver meals with folks.
Yeah.
So
And all month long, download that pledge sheet.
download the pledge sheet and, get your family and friends to help out, and, whatever anybody gives is certainly appreciated.
Do the people with the pledge sheet collect the checks and then bring them all, or do they bring names
yeah,
and
that's
addresses,
what-
and you guys say, your nephew said you pledged $15, cough
yeah.
it up.
I'm not sure of the exact process, but
The instructions will be
we leave the kind of the pressure on the people to pick up the money for the most part.
Good. You've got
Okay.
enough work to do.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of a worthier cause. All of us know someone who's, living on maybe limited income, limited mobility, who can really use some help. And
Yeah.
this is a great way to take care of them.
Absolutely.
Well, Dean, anything you want to add?
Oh, I just, you know, I appreciate the opportunity here and like to thank the community in general for all their support of all the programs at Missoula Aging Services, but we couldn't provide Meals on Wheels without the community that we
Yeah.
have.
No, that's ambitious. Remember, they're trying to raise $100,000
That's
this March. So
big.
they have a lot of faith in the community, too.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well,
really
they
true.
always come through, so we appreciate
All
it.
right. Well, let's not disappoint.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dean, for coming by.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? And we still have more guests ahead. I see Mary Drew Powers warming up in the bullpen.
Our library
She's going to
lady.
be out to talk about Missoula Library right after this. Maybe they're going to show you the 25th anniversary public service announcement you and I made Friday.
Oh, good.
Maybe they're going to do that. Here they are. Okay, go ahead.
Some Missoula citizens began working on the concept of a community television station as early as 1976.
We wonder what they might think of the dream now, so many years down the road.
The drop-in event includes food, drink, memories, and cameo appearance by star personalities of MCAT.
Please come join us for a trip down memory lane.
Between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Wednesday, April 22nd.
I'm Montana Hope.
I am Montana Hope.
I am Montana Hope.
For the last 30 years, the Montana Hope Project has been granting wishes to Montana children who face life-threatening illnesses.
I'm Montana Hope.
To make a donation and help their wishes come true, please visit montanahope.org.
Okay, we're back with Mary Drew Powers from Missoula Public Library. Welcome. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
over.
Oh, it's fun as always, and I
Good.
brought somebody with me.
Look at that. It's a
Creature.
alien robot.
I don't know.
It's really.
Here, I know you want to hold it.
I do. And it looks like someone's work I know.
I
Is
was
it?
thinking I've seen something about this, like, in a name, like Theo.
Theo, is it Theo Ellsworth?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. We
What's
got
Theo's last name?
Ellsworth.
Ellsworth, yes.
So what is this about?
Well, it's really about our display cases. We have some Theo Ellsworth in our display case, our large display case, because the MAM is using
Yes.
it. And I wanted to remind people that we have display cases for nonprofits to use at the library, and so we get to have exciting things like Theo is having, he has an exhibit at the MAM, and we have some overflow in our large display case.
I never
So-
even knew this, Mary Drew. This is fascinating.
Yeah.
So if a group, if a nonprofit group in town has something they'd like to showcase and they don't have the ability to do that?
They could, well, for instance, we have Missoula Aging Services Meals on Wheels in one of our display
Surprise,
cases.
surprise.
Yeah, so this is the month that they generally do it. So you just have to give us a call, and
I know that guy
Make a
that's
reservation?
on the screen right now. That's why.
well, I have a little bit of everything today,
You
and
do?
so the next thing is that picture.
Ed Kemick.
Yeah, John and Ed Kemick, the brothers, because we're having the life and times of Jimmy Rogers, the father of country music, coming, and
Yeah.
This is one of the Humanities Montana
right.
Speakers Bureau
It's,
programs.
a
and
new
I've
one.
seen it, and it's fabulous.
Oh,
good.
good.
Yeah.
They'll be singing and telling the story of Jimmy Rogers,
And it's
the blue yodeler.
yeah, it's a great story, kind of tragic, and yet
Oh, he died at the age of 35.
he really was the father
Mm-hmm.
of country music, and so there's visuals and the music, and it's a great story.
Yeah, they're
So-
coming to the library March. It must be one of the last grants. Coming to the library March 24th. That's a Tuesday afternoon from 4 to 5:30, and it's free, of course. And I'll look forward to seeing them. I used to read John Kemick's column in Billings,
Ed.
because he wrote for the Billings Gazette. Ed wrote for the Billings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
John is the
Ed,
Carpenter
that's
brother.
Right.
Yes. So, and he has an online news program now, but
Last Best News, which is really
it's a
great
column,
site.
actually. It's not a video or anything.
Right.
Like a
so,
blog.
But one of the other things they do is they've been playing music together for a long time, and they do this, and they've been picked up by Humanities Montana, so we were able to have them come to the
Excellent.
library.
And that'll be in the large meeting room on the lower level.
Right, in the large
Yeah.
meeting room. So I'm looking forward to that because I'm very fond of that song, T for Texas,
Yeah,
for Tennessee.
They sing it.
And they're going to yodel. I'm not sure how the acoustics are going to be for yodeling down there.
But they tell the story of Jimmy Rogers. In addition, they perform songs
They do
from
some of the music.
collection. That's really great.
Yeah, it'll
Well,
be
there's
really
always
fun.
so much going on at the library. What else? is
I know I have the
happening?
newsletter. I print out the
I know,
newsletter.
that just makes you
Oh, good
dizzy.
for you, yes. Well, that calendar, we have 100 things on it a month.
Yeah.
As the person who put the calendar together, I decided to count once, and I said,
Yeah.
are you kidding? But, you know, a lot of things are recurring, like all the early literacy programs. We have the story times and things like that. But then we have some special things. There's one I'm just kind of finding out about. We have someone coming who's doing a 5-week seminar about Edward de Vere, also known as the 17th Earl of Oxford, who some people guess or think wrote some of Shakespeare's plays.
Oh, right.
So this person, I can't give you all the details yet, but it's going to be a 5-week seminar. It starts April 28th on Saturdays, and you'll be able to sign up on our website. And it's a discussion about, and I believe a lecture about Edward de Vere, and he's got the entire biography and how life events coincide with the things that happen in plays that were written at that
Right.
time, and it sounds very interesting. And I'm sure there could be a lot of debate.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he or is he not the bar?
Yeah,
You know,
is he
I've
really not
always
the bard?
been really fascinated by some of the programs like that where, you know, a scholar will just come and teach Russian or
Right.
whatever it is. And do people who have particular knowledge or interest just approach the library with a suggestion?
Yes, they do. And I wouldn't suggest that, you know, there could be a lot of
Not
people.
everybody.
Yeah. It would be nice to have a proposal
Yeah.
if you wrote up a proposal, because there's some things we can't do and some things we can't accommodate because our meeting space has become so so much in demand.
Right.
And as we kind of bulk out a little bit, we have less meeting space. When I've only been there 2.5 years, and we had 2 quiet study rooms, and now we only have 1. We had 3 meeting spaces, and now we only have 2, because programs and things that for the community just take up that
Right.
space. So,
Right.
Yeah.
so, but yes, people do come, and they have a special expertise and knowledge, and they just want to share it. It's really wonderful that they do. We have someone who shares poetry and Russian, and this is a new one, the
Yeah,
Shakespeare
the
one, writers, all kinds of stuff.
And a lot of computer stuff is
Oh.
in the newsletter.
my.
Yes, we do
I've
have a
never
lot.
gonna into the library when that room wasn't full.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
Ever.
a lot of that going on.
There's a
Well,
course, for instance, on QuickBooks accounting software.
and now see, there's a person who has an expertise who works for a local
Wow.
works for a local CPA
Yeah,
office.
Anderson, Zermulin, they do our audit here at
Yes.
That's right.
So Jamie Ballas comes, and she's doing them through April. April, we're going to have a special week called Money Smart Week, and Homeward's going to come and do some programs that
good.
week.
On
Some of their
homeownership
financial literacy ones. And
to get
Jamie's going to
credit
do one.
scores.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of talent in this community, and we're so happy when they want to partner with
Yeah.
us.
Oh, okay. So, and Kim was asking me, you know, what event the library is having in April on the 18th. And it's National Library Week, April 12th through the 18th.
Yes,
Oh,
National
right.
Library Week, and one of the things we're gonna do is have the bookmobile go out around town, and we're gonna hand out ice cream coupons, and we hope we'll have our bookmobile banks, just to say hello to everybody, because people love that bookmobile. They wave and
Yeah.
smile, the one that's in all the parades.
Right.
And the 18th is a big foundation benefit.
Right.
And
Foundation for Missoula Public Library's fundraiser theme, Mad About the Library.
It's
Yeah.
like a Mad Men theme.
Oh, great.
So that'll be coming up. And Carl has not
Carl.
given me a lot of details. I was like, Carl!
But it says that, you know, the TV series Mad Men, the setting of which is the same vintage as the present library building.
Well, that's
Yes,
true.
1974 it opened.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, Mad Men ends
It's like-
about that time.
Does it
I
end?
think.
I
I'm not sure,
followed it
something
in the
like that.
50s, and then I wandered away,
Yeah.
but I'm coming
But
back.
probably like theme in terms of wear 60s inspired clothes or chain smoke and drink martinis.
Right, I know.
Right.
We were
And then have
trying to figure out
meetings.
how to do that.
Right.
I know they'll have some wine, but so that'll take care of the alcohol, but candy cigarettes.
Yeah, right.
And then we were wondering, where do you get ashtrays anymore?
That's true. That's so
They used to
true.
be all around, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no one used.
now they're antiques.
Times have changed, so that's important. And also, speaking of the bookcase and Theo Ellsworth, I see in the newsletter there will be literary themed dioramas for the Peep Show
Peeps
concept.
Show. Oh, yeah, yes. This will be our 3rd annual Peeps diorama. And we're trying to figure, usually it's a literary theme, like you take a book title and you change it, Where the Wild Peeps Are.
Oh, yeah.
The one I want to do this year is Little Peeps on the Prairie. So people get a shoebox, and we always do it right after Easter. And so the Peeps are on sale.
Those candy
Right.
chickadees.
Yes, and if you have them from the previous year, they're even better because they get hard as a
Rock
rock.
hard. Right.
That's good.
And so you make your little diorama with your Peeps, and they're displayed in the children's, and we have the People's Choice. Everybody votes, and
Oh, it's fun.
Oh, that
and
sounds
everyone
really
who
cute.
enters gets a toothbrush and a toothpaste.
Because it's right after Easter.
Well,
when
yeah,
you're eating
you know.
candy. Yeah, right.
So those are a few of the things that are going on.
Right. I think that's really good. What else? You've got a piece of paper too, so I don't want to
Yes, well,
exhaust
one of the
everything.
things during that National Library Week, we're going to have something every day.
Right.
And we're still getting them organized. The bookmobile is going to be going out on Wednesdays, and the plan is to hand out tickets to Sundays on Saturday, so we'll have ice cream on Saturday. That'll be more for the kids, and the adult thing is that night. And another thing we want to have is a special Lego building section, a session. And this is why I gave Scott the picture of the Lego librarian that he might put up. And
I think I saw it earlier, but he maybe will
Oh.
put it up again.
now he's putting up the library website now.
Okay.
That's good.
Fair enough.
So we're going to have a special Lego building session where people, anybody, can come in and build the library they want to see. So because, we're hoping
clever.
to have a new library.
Look, there.
There
Yeah,
it is.
there's
okay.
one, the Lego library, yeah. I'm
No,
surprised
this
you
is
got that up there.
exciting. I mean, if you can just chat a little bit about that and remind people that there's a big plan afoot.
Well, there is a big plan afoot. We have sent out and received the requests for qualifications for architects. And architects have to have built a library before, and they also have to partner with a firm here in Missoula. So a lot of firms in Missoula are involved, and we've gotten those back. And there's, I think we've gotten 5 or 6
Wow.
proposals.
Wow.
We've told them that what we have to have, and they all had proposals, and all of them are saying that we were hoping by 2020. They're all saying earlier than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
They think it
that's-
could be built sooner.
Yes.
Wow.
So we have to start our part of it.
Right.
We're all committed to helping it see it through, and so we want to invite the community to go with us, and that part will be starting up soon.
Well,
Sure.
April
This-
22nd, MCAT is going to record the architects' presentations.
Right.
This
Oh,
5 or 6
wonderful.
yeah.
architects are going to give their proposal.
So the community can see that whole process. That's very
Yeah.
transparent and wonderful. And but the Lego thing is a way to just start playing around hands-on.
Yes, and
with the way
see.
you'd like your library.
Everybody has their own wishes.
Yeah.
MCAT will be part of the library.
Yeah, that's our
So,
wish.
Yeah.
So, yes, we need to hear those things.
Oh, and when is the Lego event going to occur?
Now that's during that week, and I think it's the Thursday, which would make it the 16th, but I don't
Okay.
want to say that's in stone. There's so much going on there
gotta
that
go to the
I'm trying
website.
to gather every bit together. Okay, now when? Do you know yet? And Just
Okay.
keep going to
Keep an eye out.
MissoulaPublicLibrary.org.
Right.
We have our event calendar, and
Also the newsletter.
Right, the
The
newsletter's
April
great.
newsletter will come out
and
in a
if you
couple
drop
of weeks.
by the library, we have our calendar on a grid. You can pick one up, and
Yeah.
it'll be there. And call and ask us.
And I've got to call somebody over at the library. It's National Poetry Month coming up.
April,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And I've got to get the poetry dispenser
Yes,
over
we
there.
usually have the poetry dispenser. People have been giving me National Poetry Month posters so that I can get them laminated, and
Right.
all that's
right.
coming
We'll
on.
get the dispenser over there.
All right.
Well, anything else? I would encourage you, the viewing public, to go to the library's website and click on the newsletters, because there's a host of information there. I'm just seeing that the maker space in the library is having a Technovation challenge to create an app.
That's a national challenge, and
Oh,
we
is
have
it?
two
Yeah.
teams. Our Makerspace coordinator, Becca, saw this challenge, and so we got the word out as fast as we could, and we ended up getting hooked up with Women for the Web, June Noel, and she's a mentor, and we got another mentor from Salish Kootenai College, and these girls are supposed to build an app that will benefit the community, and they give a pitch. They do a video pitch. They have several deliverables that they have to do, and then 10 people will get chosen, 10 teams will get chosen to go to a big city. Last time it was San Francisco. They haven't said where it is this year, and give their pitch.
Wow.
And the team that wins gets $10,000 to develop their app.
Oh, that's exciting.
So they're doing all kinds of exciting things. They're going to businesses where people who can help them develop their app will give them advice, and so they're networking. It's an entrepreneurship opportunity, and to try this Technovation Challenge nonprofit wants to get more young women into tech.
Good
Right.
idea.
So
Right.
it's a really interesting thing. They meet every Monday at the break at 5:30, so they'll be meeting pretty soon. So that's where
right.
the
They'll be
teams
meeting
meet.
later today to work on it. April 23rd deadline, so
Yeah, they have their
Good
work cut
luck
out
to
for
them.
them.
Well, if people, I did want to just go back to the fundraiser. If people are interested in attending that, and
Then they should call Carl Olson at 258-3851. That's Carl Olson at 258-3851, because he's got the details and he hasn't given them to me yet.
okay.
So
But there's probably information on the website, or there will be soon.
there will be soon.
There will be soon. So
Yes.
you could just go to the
It's
website.
Yes. To find the foundation, you go all the way to the right. There's a tab that says Support MPL, and the foundation is
Okay.
under that tab.
perfect.
Right.
Well, thanks so much for coming
Oh,
over.
well, thanks for letting me talk about all those different
Busy
things.
Yeah,
as
a
usual.
lot of stuff at the library. And of course, in future, we'll be talking more about the exciting chances for a new library building, MCAT's role in it, how also Spectrum is going to be in it, and Children's Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
If we can get those in there as partners, then hopefully they won't have to charge the public.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
they'll be more accessible for everyone.
Well,
Let's hope.
Okay, here's hoping. Now, I think we've got some more guests.
Well,
Yep,
Maybe
I know
John
there's somebody
Van
else out
Dyke
there.
came from to talk about the Zach Bing
yes,
benefit.
and that's coming up. So I
It
hope
is
he's
coming
here.
up. And you know what I forgot to tell you folks at home was about the MCAT summer camps. So
Oh.
maybe I'll just do that. All right, I'm going to do it right now.
Right, there's
We'll
no
just
time like the
remind you,
present.
MCAT is offering summer camps. They begin on June the 22nd. Here's a poster for same. If you go to our website, mcat.org,
There
you
we go.
can see the MCAT Film Camp. If you click on that image at home, you'll see a PDF of a registration form. You can print it and fill it out and send it in. This year the camps are a wildlife filmmaking camp. They'll go visit Kate Davis at her Raptors of the Rockies facility, and animation camp. There'll be a lot of Legos, but like stop action Lego animation making. And then a movie making camp will be the last one in late July. And that group will work all together to make a short 10-minute film. So we'll be right back. They're going to show you a PSA, and we'll have a new guest for you on this edition of Missoula Live.
camp right now, and over the past summer, we've had many of them, so many that I can't keep track. And during these camps, we've had groups making movies all day long. It's a really great thing. And you can sign your child up today. The thing is, MCAT camps are amazing and fun, and everyone loves them. So, if you're thinking of camps to put your child in this summer to get them away from you, choose MCAT, because we know what we're doing, I think. And everything is just spectacular. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool. Here I am, cat. Here I am, cat. Everything is cool with the K.
It was really great.
We
And
like
thanks
that
again.
one.
There was Matthew Knight, who was the lead in that MCAT summer camp
I
public
think it
service
was
announcement.
Brilliant to use the summer camp kids from last year to make the PSAs.
Yeah, I wasn't even there.
For
I
this
just
year.
saw it, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's really good. And it always reminds me that Susan Carlson did such a nice job of painting the MCAT
Yeah,
walls.
it's so
When you
colorful.
live in it, it's like, yeah, whatever. But seeing it in that PSA, it was like, really nice. And
Yeah.
that he goes from room to room. Anyway, yes, summer camps are open for business here at MCAT. So John Van Dyke is here. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming over.
by.
It's Zootown Arts Community Center, the ZAC.
The Zach.
What's going on?
We've got the mini show is coming up on the 21st.
This
Right.
is always fun.
Yeah, it's our annual fundraiser. We've held it at the Zach the previous 2 years. This year it's at Stage 112, the Elks Lodge.
Oh, okay.
A little bit more capacity there.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit crowded in past years.
I've
so-
noticed that from pictures. I've never gone, but then I always look on Facebook and some friend has gone.
Right.
And everyone's kind of like,
Yeah.
and they're posting in the elbow of diners and
Well,
whatnot.
before you tell us about the event, which is going to be a blast, tell us a little bit about the Zootown Community Arts Center for people who don't know.
Okay, it's a nonprofit arts center on the north side, just right on the railroad tracks, over the Orange Street underpass. It's in its 6th year now. I think it's I don't know how far back you want to go, but we provide a lot of arts programs for community members, a lot of kids programs,
Right.
adult programs as well. The Bob Ross painting program is a pretty popular one. People come in and work with Bob Ross
Yeah.
videos and
That's amazing.
yeah.
It does.
It's a fun
And they
one.
have printmaking over there, which is
Printmaking.
hard
Right.
to get
Yes.
at home, you know.
Yeah.
They have facilities, like if you wanted to do art projects at home, you'd be like, oh, I need a couple of $100. I don't have it. So instead, go to the ZAC,
Yeah.
and there'll be silk screening and, what's that other one? You know, like a press,
There
printing
is.
press,
Right.
engraving,
Well-
and
Intaglio.
Intaglio.
Yeah.
I was learning all these
the
myself.
colograph, which I
But
learned
For
as a
instance,
student.
when we wanted to have T-shirts for the book festival,
Mm-hmm.
we called up Zach, and they said, "Absolutely, get volunteers, come down one night, and we'll help you silk screen T-shirts." And we did it,
Wonderful.
and it was great. And I mean, it's just if you can think of a project or something you want to do, call Zach, and they can probably help you do it.
And there's a
We'll find
nice
somebody.
gallery. There's a gallery, well, almost as big. It's probably longer than our
Yeah.
studio, maybe a teeny bit narrow. But that gallery has always got local art in it. And I thought, and they may have changed this, part of that function of the gallery was to teach, to be a learning experience for artists that never had a show before, so that they could learn what's involved in having a gallery show.
Right, and how work looks,
Yeah.
you know, on walls and things like
And
that.
like publicity. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we just hosted the Last Best Print Fest. I think it was in 3 or maybe 4 different places this year, just in order to accommodate all of the submissions. We had, I think, 30 up in the gallery there for the month of February. A lot of great local
Yeah.
artists, printmakers, a lot of people doing it maybe for the first well, having their art on display for the first time in
Right.
Yeah.
a place like that.
Well, the organization has grown dramatically, and you're doing so many exciting things. So a fundraiser is important. Tell us about this one.
Okay. The theme for this is plush velvet. So if you don't have any plush, that's all right. But it's encouraged that you wear your best velvet
Plush
suit.
velvet.
Right.
Do you have a crushed
There's-
velvet suit, really, for this?
I don't. I have to figure out what I'm.
You've got to work on it.
I know.
Everyone's going to be running to Carlos's now.
Yeah, to find this.
Anytime they're on this. Yeah.
Old curtains, beware.
Right.
Pulled off the wall.
Well, you know, the Stage 112 has that really interesting
Flock
wallpaper.
wallpaper.
Yeah.
Flock
I think that might have been the inspiration
wallpaper.
for coming to that.
Yeah, that would go well
My
with
grandparents
that.
had a den just like
Yeah,
oh, so
yeah.
comfortable. We have a silent auction that will actually kick off. I hope I'm not misspeaking here. Next Friday, this coming Friday, we celebrate Second Friday.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So that'll be kicking off in the gallery at the ZAC. But that auction will go over the course of the week, and then we'll bring in all of the pieces to Stage 112, and people have an opportunity to bid on those pieces. Just to name a few artists that have submitted: Monty Dolak, Jonathan Quelbin, and Courtney Blazon. There's over 50 pieces altogether. I think closer to 70. But
Right, and they're all of a
they're
certain size,
It's called
right?
the mini show because
Right.
they're all. It's a small show, and we have many pieces. They're 12 by 12 if they are sculptures or in frames, also 12 inches deep. So small, mini.
Right.
It's fun. It's
yeah.
fun. Well, and especially if you're like me, a person who goes to a lot of art auctions and falls in love with a lot of art, you're running out of wall space. So little is good.
Right. Yeah. You can it can fit just in that one spot right
That's
above the
right.
toilet. Tickets are available online at our website, which is zootownarts.org. If you go to /mini, you can find our page for the tickets.
Great.
They're $50 per person. If you want to buy a table that seats 8, like if you're representing a corporation or organization, it's $380. But they are going pretty fast, so
Nice.
we encourage people
That's good.
to sign
Can
up.
you tell people a little more about the venue? It
Okay.
sounds wonderful.
Well, the Elks Lodge, I think this was last year, came into a new management era. Sean Ali is over there now, has kind of turned it into a very popular live music venue
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And the bar is now open, I think 6 days a week now. So they've gotten a lot of new business in there. It certainly accommodates the needs for a fundraiser event like this. It seats a lot more people. They've got a great hardwood dance floor, a stage with lighting. I think they have a separate, smaller stage now, but
and is it dinner and a show
yes,
for
there's
the venue?
dinner and a show. It's a full catered dinner.
It's Bravo Catering,
With
right?
right. And Jeff Medley, a local actor, is going to be the master of ceremonies. Also, maybe he's only doing the auction part of it, but it's going to be, even that alone will be entertaining.
Yeah,
we'll
auctions
have
are
Wartime Blues have agreed to come and play as well.
Great.
A great local favorite band. And actually, this is a kind of a highlight for me. Some of the graduates of the first Girls Rock band camp will also be performing, making a very small performance, I think. But this is a group of girls that were encouraged to, hey, you want to try to be a rock band for a week, and they were introduced to what goes into writing a song, playing music with friends who, might not necessarily know how to play a musical instrument. You learn over the course of a week, and
All you need is
they're
3
gonna be-
chords.
yeah, and they've been really popular. We're going to be offering some more programs for Girls Rock and Boys Rock this summer. So I'm really excited about encouraging
Yeah.
those kind of programs in the ZAC.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Zach's basement, I thought I saw on the website that the basement was becoming set up to enable more amateur rock band presentations.
Yes.
Oh.
That's actually, we have a couple of goals there. One, to be able to be more attractive to local bands and touring bands. A lot of people like the DIY walls coming apart kind of
Right.
atmosphere, but it's time to spruce it up a little bit.
Spruce it up a little bit. Can't hurt.
The other side of it is to be able to host programs like Girls Rock, Boys Rock, possibly year-round, but I mean, certainly during the summer when we have a lot of summer camps going on.
Right.
Local business owners, Nick and Robin Chikota, have provided a pretty healthy bundle of money to get us started on
Wow,
renovations.
that's great.
Nice.
So yeah, we're really excited to be able to break ground on that and hopefully early summer have something that looks a little bit more like a normal rock venue.
Okay.
We already do have a pretty strong schedule of bands coming in from around the country, and we've got a band from Beijing, China coming in
Wow, that's
as well.
amazing.
Yeah, so pretty excited about these shows coming up, and they're all ages shows. So we don't serve alcohol. We serve minors. Anybody
Yeah.
can come in. It
Yeah.
can be 12 or 42 or whatever, 90, I don't know. So we have all ages events going on all the time. I'm excited to be able to expand opportunities for those kind of shows.
Yeah. And let's remind people when the mini benefit is at Stage 112 at the Elks Lodge on
Right.
Patty Street.
Right, if you go into Patty Street, it's 112 Patty Street, hence Stage 112.
All right.
Right.
The doors are opening at about 5. Mix and mingle cocktail hour, and then the program will start at 6. Tickets are available online at
Yeah.
zootownarts.org/mini. They're $50 per person.
Right. And a deal on a table.
And
You get
Right.
$20 off if
Right.
you get like a collection of 8 people.
And I thought I read, although you didn't mention it, there's also mini desserts.
There are mini desserts
Yeah.
as well, yes. Off the top of my head, I can only remember my friend's business, so I'll plug them.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Cano Donuts are making these little miniature bundt cakes.
Oh, how
They're-
cute.
They're a little bit adorable. With
Nice.
blackberry sitting on top
So
of
for
them.
$50, you get to have a great time. You get dinner, you get mini desserts,
And a show.
And a show.
And a show.
and you
The
get
name
to-
of the rock band?
Wartime Blues.
Wartime
I haven't
Blues.
seen them since their most recent homecoming, so I'm excited to
Yay.
see that. But
It's going to be fun. I'm
Yeah.
going.
If you're not tech savvy, don't want to go use the internet, and actually want to talk to a person, you can call anybody at the ZAC at 549-7555.
Yeah, I saw that recently.
Okay.
I wrote it down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
549-7555.
7555.
Caught it. Well, John, anything you want to add?
Congratulations on 25 years on the air.
Hey, thank you.
I think I may have been on TV with Andy Thorgerson on that inaugural year. I'm not sure.
My gosh.
Really?
I didn't realize
You
you
look
were on
far
Andy's
too
talk
young.
show.
I belched the national anthem, I think. So
Okay.
I don't know if everyone
Have to
Multi-talent.
look that in the archives. Have to look
Yes,
that
we've
up.
got to look now.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to come for the party then, and we can interview you.
Okay, great. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds fun.
We'll get that belching thing up.
Practice.
I'm out of practice.
You've got a month. You can do it.
Right.
I'll think about it.
Well, thank you guys. We're ending a little early on this quiet but warm Monday,
Everyone
March
wants to
9th.
get outside.
Yeah, you'll see this program until March 22nd. Then we'll be back, Lord willing, on March 23rd to do another episode.
Yes.
So we'll just see. So thanks so much for watching this edition of Missoula Live. As always, if you know of a group and you'd like to see them on this program, give us a call at MCAT. The number is 542-6228. For MCAT, I'm Joel Baird.
And I'm Kim Anderson.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.